Crispy coil in the lab. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, it's crispy. Let's get into it. We got 15 minutes, catch up a little bit. We got Red Zone on TV. Took time out of the day to do this, you know what I mean? I've been trying to put a little bit more content out. I've been getting a little lazy, but let's do this video, all right? So I got a couple pickups here from like the last, I guess, month or so. Actually, I got to get caught up on a few pickups here. I'll get a couple more videos coming out real soon. Stuff coming in. But how's everything going out there, people? You know what I mean? I've been good. Thanks for asking. You know what I mean? Looking for a new job and all that. But until then, you know what I mean? I've been moving a couple pieces just to get a couple more pieces in. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to spend any more money on shoes. Just money I already got in it. I'm just recycling. And it keeps it fresh. You know what I'm saying? So, big thank you to Sneaker Freaker for putting out this book right here. Issue 31 was dope. A lot of really great kicks that they chose to focus on this issue and stuff like that. And big shout out to the guys over there. The White Men Can't Jump. You'll see that in a video coming up here real soon. But the piece de resistance is this Concept's New Balance. I'm going to try to call in every favor I've ever accumulated over the years. You know what I mean? Every Tom, Dick, and Harry is going to be getting a call from Crispy on these joints. It's just ridiculous, dude. This pink on that it's almost like a croc on the back half with the tongue in the little croc joint. With all the suede is going to be just miraculous because the 997's quality is nothing to scoff at. I mean, it's all that. So, and also they have the big feature on Adidas in the back. These Bostons, I almost copped yesterday from End, I think, but they only had an 11.5, and I might need a 12 in those jams. So I skipped them. But the Tuned Air, one of my all-time favorite gem sneakers. Probably one of my favorites from like my senior year of high school, I believe, around 98. Man, I was rocking these heavy. You know what I mean? But these are just crazy. They make your foot look like real slim, like sleek when you're looking down. It's just got a good shape to it, man. TNs, Tunes, whatever you want to call them, Air Max Plus, but they're just all that. This blanket I got, all crazy. As you can see, it is a Lauren Ralph Lauren, just a little blanket joint for the bed. And if you're looking for one, I'm a Marshalls fanatic. Shout out to Dallas Penn. Home Goods, peel that. Only like 20 beans. It was on sale. Supreme, actually. I'm not a big Supreme dude, not for any reason, just because they're like kind of prejudiced against husky dudes. Like the biggest size I've ever seen is an extra large. And they had like Stone Harbor. I think they had like a couple items that were double X. But man, like, and they sent, and of course I got like the oddest stickers ever. 50 stickers, like this thing. You know what I mean? Like, thanks guys. And then this, you know what I mean? Like, and it says Supreme like in clear on top. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I'll probably rock that. You know what I mean? Anyway. We got the Scully, Supreme Scully. I love this joint. As soon as I saw it, it just spoke to me. It was like, Crispy, I would look good in the vault. Yeah, I was like, yeah, no doubt. I was like, here, Supreme, take my money. Oh, $10 for shipping, a $1 beanie. Yeah, no doubt, you got that. Yeah, they stole me right there. Anyway, a lot of people ask me questions. They're like, Crispy, that one time you mentioned them insoles, right? My first tool, yeah, these joints. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Polysorb. Yeah. Pants sagged on my kicks, Converse weapon and yellow and purple magic. Bird had the black shit. Oh, that shit is so off the meat rack. Yeah, Polysorb, Spencer Cut. They sell these at like Foot Locker, I believe. Man, see this right here? It stops the compression from when you step. And that painted midsole just kind of eases it a little bit. I was at the Nike alley yesterday, just polying, you know what I mean? Just marinating over there, and I was just walking around. I was kind of like ear hustling the employees a little bit. If anybody out there doesn't know what an ear hustle is, an ear hustle is eavesdropping. It's when you're like in the aisle with like all the generic joints, like the Air Monarchs and the Air Nuts. You know what I'm saying? Over there. I'll be over in that aisle that no one ever goes down unless you're like a 30-year-old blind dude or like a mom. You know what I mean? I never run that aisle, but I was in there just chilling. And I heard him like, yo, we got one size 12 left. And then my ears perked up like a straight up fiend. Yo, I rolled over like they were giving away 20 bags of that work. I was like, yo, is that a size 12? No, he didn't. Yeah, it came from 150 to 119 to 69.97. And then Crispy pulled out the old 20% off, 55.97. And before I left, they were like, Crispy, this looks like it's your job. I was like, yeah, dude, I was born to do this. You know what I'm saying? I come from a long line of ear hustling steel murkers. You know what I mean? I just murk on the steels. I'm like Rambo. Don't even get me started on pulling the deer piss out. But yo, these let's do a shoe review in my video real quick. All right, guys, real quick. As you can see, they have this knit pattern. They take one strand of string, and they get like a 4-year-old, and he comes out and he just weaves this all by himself for 3 cents an hour. The dude's name is Hieroglyphic Motific. Yeah, dude, his parents were straight up high off that work when they made his name. But yeah, this is just legendary. This shoe right here. I saw it on Nike.com and I was like, should I? And the voice from beyond was like, nah, Crispy, hold off on that. I was like, all right. But yeah, dude, I ran that. As soon as I saw that price, I was like, yeah, that's a must cop. So yeah, but these are vicious, dude. I really dig these. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably rock them with some capris. You know what I mean? All right, we got this Kith right here. This Kith Ronnie. Yo, I saw this post Ronnie had on his Instagram, and it was an R, an F, an eyeball, and then a G, and it said, "For those who mispronounce my name." Dude, you know that no one knows how to say his last name. I hear people like, "Yo, that boy Ronnie Fieg." Yo, who that boy Ronnie Fieg? Yo, I think people do it on purpose now. But, yeah, I think it's Ronnie Fieg. You know what I'm saying? That's how you pronounce that. But, yo, you can knock the dude all you want, you know what I mean? Because, I'm not even going to get into it, but you can knock him all you want, but you can't say the dude doesn't have an eye for style. Yo, his joints always come out classic. The materials used to be a knockout every time. I mean, they're kind of suspect on occasion, but it's not his fault for a lot of the production. The actual choices he makes are off the wall, though, you know what I mean? Now, as far as the group of like 19-year-old virgins who wear tight pants and hang out in groups of 7 in the atrium, sitting Indian style and reciting hymns. I don't know about all that, but and don't nobody get offended. I'm only busting chops. You know what I'm saying? For all I know, those dudes are gonna grow up to be my boss one day. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to talk shit about anybody? You know what I mean? All right, 4 sets of laces, you know what I mean? Just for those people that can't make up their minds about anything. Yo, when I wake up in the morning and I look at this, I'm honestly like, what am I gonna do? Like where do you go when you look at this? Like, dude, I'm like a woman. It's ridiculous, dude. Out of control, you know what I'm saying? And then this song comes on in my head. Oh, no, he did. Driving by, hanging out the window with my Magnum, taking out some putos, acting kinda loco. Just another loco kid from the strip getting paid. Here is something you can't understand. Kith is something you can't understand. Just this kick right here is it's just marvelous, dude. When I saw this, and then I love how he puts the touch on that lace right there. Ronnie, yo, you can't tell me he didn't break rope laces. Like, come on, dog. You know what I mean? I'm shit, yo, because I bet it's coming from it. I'm not gonna waste some time fucking around. I got shit humming. But this is 3M right here, like it's supposed to be. And, but the selections that he makes, dude, like the fact that this is white right here, the little scale right there, and the fact that, like, he pays remembrance to 9/11 and all that. The dude's just a good dude, man. I got mad respect for him. Like, just the style, like that little hit of blue right here, that little 3M hit, nasty, dude. He takes average models and turns them into gems. Yo, nobody was messing with Asics. I don't care who you are. You were not touching Asics before he rocked an Asics. Like, fact. No one was rocking joggers before he started pushing that tight pants, John. No, dude, he was ahead of his time. You can't say he wasn't. There's a reason why the dude's successful. You know, I'm not trying to like to be all over dude, you know what I'm saying? But I give props where props to do. He's got an eye for style, man, and these joints are fucking crazy. And the fact that they sat on shelves is just it makes everything like so clear. Like if something's not limited, it doesn't sell. Doesn't matter what it is. It could even be a fucking Kith shoe. You know, they made a bunch of them so everybody could have them. Like, I don't know, it's just crazy. Like, who decides something is hype or not? It's so, I don't know, it's just weird. But I think the shoe's all that and I copped. Now, this shoe right here I was not able to get. Major 2 thumbs up, 4-star shout out to my man Manny 1522 on Instagram. His details will be right down here. So, I couldn't find these. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know they made a gang of them, and people were even saying that this shoe wasn't hot because they made so many of them. Yo, man, it was trash. Why? Because they made enough for everybody? Like, that's why you bitch about it until they do it, and then everybody's not feeling it? Like, that's so corny, dude. It doesn't matter how many they make. These are straight insane, like, and I'm glad to have them. I'm not going to go through all the ins and outs of what it all is. I'll make up my own, I guess. Like, I'll be the, what's that dude? DJ Khaled. Yo, this is the senior prom joint right here when you had 5 Phillies rolled up already in your inside pocket of the tuxedo that you rented. You know what I mean? That you threw up ginger ale and Hennessy on. You know what I mean? That was that John. And this gold star right here. This was that 8th grade time you pulled the fire alarm and you know almost got locked up. And then this joint right back here. That's that 15th district holding cell joint. When you haven't had your phone call yet, and one big dude is on the bench, and the only other place to sit is the shitty toilet. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I just really took it some weird places, didn't I? Yeah, but this shoe right here is just ridiculous. You know what I mean? I love it. Manny, thank you for holding me down on that joint. It's good to have friends, and there are still good people out there in this world. And, like the inside with the Yankees and the inside with the Fruity Pebbles, and then they got the Big Apple joint on the inside. Like, they went all out on these. The bottom with the Akron and the glow-in-the-dark joint, and then you have the Fruity Pebbles, you know what I mean? Oh, crazy. So dope. Alright, so we got a couple minutes left to just politic here, people. These are the pickups. I've been getting a lot of feedback on my videos. I really appreciate that, man. Yo, leave a comment. Yo, man, I'm a touchable cat. Like, you might see me tomorrow at the Pennsauken Mart, walking around like I bought it last week. You know what I mean? I'll be that dude walking around with a silly grin on his face, eating a churro, you know, drinking a warm Mountain Dew, like I meant it. But big shout out to everybody doing big things, you know what I mean? I don't really know how big you can get, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe one day I'll get there, you know what I mean? But, oh, a nice cold bet. A bitch who likes rough sex and funk master flex. I like that I have people that watch my videos like steady and that rock with me, and that means a lot to me, man. So if you've been down since day one, you know who you are, and I really appreciate it, man. I don't have the editing software. I don't have all the crazy pickups that nobody else has. I kind of just hit record and talk for 15 minutes, and the fact that anybody watches it is crazy to me. And it means a lot to me that you guys constantly leave comments and like the videos and stuff like that. And I do this just because I like to chop it up with you guys. But getting into these kicks right here, man, this meant so much to me that I actually got a pair of these. These are from Spain, actually. As you can see, there's no retail tag. So these are actually from Spain. And the fact that he got me a pair from Spain just means, like, yo, people actually get to know you through the networks and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, the interaction you could have with people that you never even met. It's just crazy. Like, I'm not going to get into it, but, man, I really appreciate everybody out there, man. Word up. And all these sneakers, man, it's just, it does look like a lot, but, you know, if it wasn't this, it could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be, you know, I could like midget prostitutes, you know what I mean? I'll strong arm a midget, straight up. But, I don't even know where that last comment came from. If you're still watching the video and you heard that, you know what I mean? Just neglect that last comment, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, this is crispy, dude. You know, this is fish grease. This is fish grease coil. I'm out here. You know what I mean? It's me. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man, leave your comments down below, man. Let me see where your head's at, man. How you liking these videos? What would you like to see? Is there anything in particular? Any kicks you want to see? any information you want. I'll lecture shit, you know what I mean? Shit, I'll do New Balance lectures for all that.